Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with another message you need to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out. Is that your angels really want you to know? From the jump, the detour card came out, and I really feel like there has been times in your life where you feel like people have tried to detour you from your path, from your mission, or other people try to detour you from people that were meant to be in your life. And what your angels really want you to know is that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. There will be some circumstances where maybe people will try to interfere with things that you have going on, but just know that people will always be led in the direction they need to be if they are somebody that is on the right path. And what I'm hearing is that you may feel out of alignment right now, but in reality, I feel like you really are in alignment. It's just other people that are needing to get in alignment that are meant to be on your path, if that makes sense. I'm also hearing a message about somebody out there, or for you guys out there, are dealing with a situation where you feel like somebody is really trying to get in your way or try to hold you back in one way or another. And I'm also hearing that this could have happened in the past or multiple times. People have tried to block your blessings. People have tried to basically distract you from your mission. People have tried to interfere with things that were divinely orchestrated for you. I'm also hearing as well that you guys have dealt with a situation where people seriously just wanted to throw you off your game or set traps for you or set you up to fail. But you guys always persevere and you always succeed. And people are talking about that right now, about the fact that no matter what, you guys keep going and you always seem to know what you're doing. And I do feel that a lot of you guys just don't really show when you're struggling to others. I do feel like there's a level of people in your life too kind of being in shock or even jealous of the fact that you guys always just seem to land on your feet, and you may not feel that way about yourself because of all that you've been through. It feels like maybe you can't catch a break, but in reality, you guys are doing a really good job and you are in alignment. And I do feel as well that there are certain situations with certain people in your life that may have made the wrong choices and decisions, but it's just that they're not as connected as you guys are to the other side. Like I like to tell you guys are my light workers and my healers. And there's going to be certain circumstances where certain people are going to take a little longer to get back on track. And what you really need to do is just step aside from them and not let those people hurt you when they're out making their own mistakes. So you may be dealing with a situation right now where someone had to go on their own path and learn their own lessons to be brought back to you. This could also be friends, relationship, even family members. It's not that you can't hang out with these people, but some of you guys really had to require some no contact situations or take some time out. There has been relationships in my life as well that are pretty healthy right now where I had to take a time out from just because of the circumstances. Well, I was going through something, they were going through something. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a season of a lot of people in your life getting realigned. So I feel like you might be shocked with certain people that may come back on your path in a healthier mindset. But right now, I do feel as well, some of you guys are dealing with a situation where you felt like things were going well or good with a certain person, and they just kind of regressed back to their old ways of being, or they kind of switched up on you. And I do feel like that's just a sign that they're not ready to move forward to the next chapter with you guys, but it doesn't mean that you can't move forward. Because a lot of you guys have big projects and ideas and you're getting started on these new things, and then you realize everyone around you is not ready for this, or everyone around you is not serious about it, but you are. And that just means that you're the one that needs to start it. You're the one that needs to keep it going. You don't need anybody else around you, and God will truly send you a replacement for whatever it is that you guys need help with. This is not the season of you guys being alone. This is the season of you guys just getting exactly what you need and making sure that the people around you also know that if they're not ready, if they're not doing what they need to be doing, they can't be part of your life, your relationship, your dream, your vision. I'm really speaking to out there a few people that are kind of getting a vision from God or some sort of idea coming in. And I feel like some of you guys are dealing with things not working out in other aspects of your life, certain relationships, or even some sort of job where maybe you're not making as much anymore, or your hours got cut. And these things are happening so that you can put time and energy into this vision, whatever it is that God has been given to you. I feel like you guys are getting some sort of idea or inspiration, and you may not see the full picture yet, or the moving parts, or the people that are going to be a part of it, but there's definitely something going on here. I also hear that some of you guys are dealing with disappointment. Maybe you did not get something, did not happen the way you guys wanted to, or a job did not happen the way you guys wanted to, and it seemed like you got an opportunity, it was taken away from you. But sometimes opportunities come in because you guys are my light workers and my healers. People notice you. You have something about you that's special, but doesn't mean that every job is for you. You might get a lot of opportunities and offers and people that want to come into your life, but it doesn't mean that all those people are meant to be in your life. So just know that God will bring you around the right people. And if it's just for, a certain circumstance where you're going through a tough time, like I do feel like you guys should be open to new people coming into your life or reconnecting with people that you've had good times with in the past. And I feel like for my people out there, especially you guys that are super focused on the big picture and the vision, just remember to have fun and enjoy yourself too as well. I often find that, those days where I feel like I'm stagnant or stuck, if I kind of unstuck myself by just doing something I enjoy, something outside work, and that seems to help, or sometimes just a break is necessary. I feel like right now, you guys may feel like you're in a detour because you're taking a break, or the universe is forcing you to take a break, but in reality, you're exactly where you need to be. And I do feel like you guys do have a lot of destined soul ties, but it doesn't mean those people are always going to act right, or it doesn't mean those people are always going to be following the plan. And I do feel like, again, you guys have a gift where you know how to reel it in. That's why you're my lickers and my healers. I'm seeing angel number 1222, 1333, 1555. Like, you guys are meant to lead. And when other people are not acting right, don't try to force or fix or change or convince them. Go inward, speak your truth, walk away, go inward, continue to shine, and lead by example. Because you continuously prove day to day that miracles happen, that God has your back, and everybody knows it. Even if they want to deny it, they know it, because God is going to make it obvious for them, especially for the people that are meant to be helping you. And if they choose the dark side or whatever it is, or the wrong path, and that's on them, really. Because I do feel like there's a frustration out there for somebody watching where you feel like someone is continuously just not seeing the signs and not understanding what God's trying to tell them, because they only want to see things their way. But in reality, if that's the way that they want to be, that's the way that they got to be right now. And there's certain people that just need to learn things the hard way. And there is somebody here, I feel like, that is exactly doing that in your life, that is meant to be part of your life, that is meant to be part of the bigger picture. Let's see what else we have going on here. You don't think of me. Yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's a situation where somebody thinks that you don't care about them, or that you don't think about them because you've detached yourself from that situation. I also feel as well, a lot of you guys have also dealt with in the past people that weren't meant on your path, but were really good love bombers, manipulators, who made you feel like you had to sacrifice a lot of your time and energy for them. And I do feel like you guys are good at identifying who are those people now, and who are also the people that are meant on your path, but just sometimes struggle. Like, you guys have certain people or friends that God is waiting for them to get in alignment, to drop that dusty ex, to make that move they need to, make that job change, stand up to their dad or their mother or whatever. You know, like, there are certain situations where people have certain karmic lessons they need to learn. And if they do not go through those karmic lessons, they're not going to be any of use to you. So there's somebody here you guys have a lot of love for. But the thing is that, like, if they do not face their karmic lessons, those problems are going to become your problems. And you need someone that is in alignment with their path. And unfortunately, that's like what a lot of people struggle with, especially people who have karma in that area. But yeah, I do feel like there's somebody here who I feel like you're going to have to just treat them like you don't care about them, because I don't want to say this person is one of the manipulative person, but I do feel like there are manipulative people that you guys have experienced that are just like, oh, you don't care about me, when clearly you broke your back backwards for them. But I do feel like there's a situation here where someone needs to go through changes. Someone needs to go through some sort of decision they need to make. Changes will be made. Wow. Okay. That's a good sign. Yeah. There's somebody here who definitely will be making some sort of changes, or need to be making some sort of changes, put themselves in alignment. I can see the chakras there. Yeah. See Saturn there as well, which is like people learning the lessons they need to learn. But besides other people, let's talk about you guys. I really feel like you're going to get a lot of blessings, and things are going to work out for you guys. Regardless, it's almost like your world is moving forward, and a lot of people are seeing your life is moving forward. You're making changes. You're just able to elevate. You're able to just move on from the past chapter into the new. And as much as you guys want to bring other people from the past chapter into the new one, you can't. But there are a lot of people right now tugging at your energy because they want to be with you. They want to be around you. They see you elevating. And yeah, some of you guys had experienced people coming back from your past, but then kind of taking a step back. And it's because these people want to be a part of your world, and I feel like a lot of them can be, but they still got to get back into alignment with certain things they have going on. And your energy really does send shockwaves to people. There are a person or a few people that have checked up on you, or seen you on social media, or seen you guys, or rekindled with you guys, and they're actually in shock with how well you guys are doing. And it doesn't mean you guys are flexing or saying anything. It's just the way that you look, the way that you're glowing, the way that you're confident, the way that you call back your power. It's very clear that you guys are a way different person than you were 3 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. However long it's been. There's so many people that would love to reconnect with you guys, but they're going to come to find and you're not the same person that you used to be. And I do feel like there's somebody here who really wants to be a part of your life, but it actually shocks them how much that you guys bounce back from where you were at before. Or you guys literally are an example of people trying to destroy you. Like, there's a situation where somebody knows somebody else trying to destroy you, or other people try to destroy you, yet you just get back up and you don't let it bother you. Or you turn what could be a toxic situation to something to your benefit. And that is alchemy. That is God, that's your angels. It's like situations where you guys could have been bitter, you got better. Situations where you guys could have been angry, you forgave and you elevated. Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about, guys. Like, people are jealous of your ability to take the bad and keep it moving. And it's funny because they'll be jealous of this, keep throwing bad into your life, keep throwing bad, and all you do is alchemize that. All you do is market that. You know, I feel like you guys are really, really good at that. I'm really getting images of a lot of you guys are people that help other people that go through obstacles. Some of you guys are life coaches or artists or musicians or therapists or healers, and you take those aspects of the things that happen in your personal life, you learn from them, and you transmute them into healing and profit for yourself. And if you haven't done that, you're going to be doing that. I also feel as well that some of you guys are recovering from breakups or endings or betrayals, and people are actually shocked. Like, you know, there is somebody here that really tried to hurt and betray you, that you were able to just rebuild and you were able to just do you. And I really feel like, yeah, it wasn't easy, but you're doing a really good job. You still miss me. Yeah. I feel like there's just an energy here of people that also, okay, there's energies of people or a person, I want to say, that is bordering, like, I want to say this person's just like bordering this energy of like just not being ready, but also like a lot of darkness around them, because I'm really seeing a manipulative person in your life that, like, if they don't get it together, then they can't be a part of your path. There is a lot of people here, I'm not going to lie, that God has sent. You know, I feel like when you guys incarnated, you incarnated with a lot of your soulmates, and they're all here to learn from you and you from them and work together. But there are some aligned soul contracts, but there are certain soulmates, a few, that they're just struggling to kind of get on this level. And I get it, like, times are tough and a lot of people get lost in the sauce. And there's a lot of, you know, this time period, it's really hard for people to kind of follow God, because there's social media, there's family influences. And it's sad because some of these people's blockages are not even the superficial type. It really is like their friends or their family or people they think are looking out for them. And it's like people need to wake up and see that. Like, you cannot put anyone above your mission, above God. Even what your parents want from you, even what, you know, your sister wants from you, even what your boyfriend wants from you, even what society wants from you. Like, it's like these people need to get it. So there are a few, I'm hearing, people in your life that need to go through some tough karma. And I feel like you guys need to step aside from them and let them go through that. But it's like, you will begin to notice when people are doing the work. And I do feel like there are people that are doing the work in your life, and there are people that you guys had to let go of. Obviously, situations where people just sought to destroy you with that ill intention are not people of God, you know, and I feel like you guys have had that too. But I do feel like there's situations where the universe has kind of let that pass so that you guys can learn that lesson. Or, yeah, I feel like certain people as well, like, God sends to you guys so that you guys can kind of implement the karma that these people need. But yeah, originally I was hearing with this message today that there was somebody or something or some sort of person who really tried to set a trap for you or ruin you, but you actually alchemized that and turned out to success. So I'm going to dig into that a little bit more. But also, there's a lot of energy surrounding, like, some soul ties that you guys could be frustrated with, especially romantically. And I do feel like, I'm not going to lie to you guys, like, you do have multiple people that are interested in you, and for multiple different reasons, but those reasons could be, you know, God's plan. And sometimes people get misconstrued, like, they're meant to help you, but they're attracted to you, but they think that means that, you know, you got to walk down the aisle with them. And unless they have you that way, they're not going to be happy. And there's certain people that they're just meant to help you with small things or be a good friend to you. And if someone could take a step back and be a support to you without their own agenda, that's a really great thing. And I feel like a lot of my light workers, my healers, you guys are super attractive. So a lot of people are going to take a lot of interest in you more than they should. I feel like, you know, some guys are dealing with situations where people are meant to help you, but necessarily meant to possess you. And I feel like some people are struggling with that, where they want to be a part of your life, but they have a hard time fathoming the fact that, you know, you don't belong to them. And that could be friends, relationships. And I do feel like, again, like, these people struggle with this stuff, but it's just like, you know, we're all human. I'm sure you guys struggled with it too, where, you know, you had to accept a soulmate or a friend, you know, wasn't ready to be in a relationship or a partnership with you the way that you guys have wanted them. But my likers, my healers, you guys still try to love them and support them from afar. I know that you guys are like that. But there are a lot of people who just aren't like that. They can't handle the fact that things are not going the way that their agenda is, even if they, you know, they got to surrender, is what I'm hearing, to the plan, you know, and that's it, you know, lies and partial truths. And then we have, you will overcome this. It's never over. Yeah, you got somebody here too as well that, you know, you have a soulmate here that actually is meant to be on your path, like another one. I'm getting so many people here. I might have to title this something about, you got multiple soulmates, many soulmates meant to support you on your mission. I'm seeing leadership energy here for you guys watching, but that means that you're going to feel miles and miles ahead. That's why God is giving you guys the vision first, and then he's going to send you the help that you need. That's why it's important for you guys not to jump on other people's bandwagons. Take what you need to, learn from people, but if you're getting an idea or a vision, a lot of you guys are meant to be working for yourself, because the problem is that when there's too many moving parts, there's too many people involved, there's going to be, you know, chaos and, you know, negativity and all that stuff. I feel like you guys are really meant to run the show. You're meant to be, you know, in some sort of leadership energy. And that's why, like, people who are not ready for that, who still are a slave to, like, their bosses or to what society wants for them, or a slave to some other agenda that isn't a higher agenda, like, they can't join you right now. Because you guys have tried to get other people on your plans, on your businesses inspired, and it just seems like no matter what, they're not getting it. And that's why you guys just gotta, if I'm hearing, if you build it, they will come. That's really it, because you do have destined soul ties. And I do feel like the more you guys build, it might actually help people wake up and be like, oh my God, yeah, they're building. And my soul is telling me I need to go where they're going. You guys are going to start building something. I know you're already building an empire. Some of you guys are already building an empire. You already started. You already laid down the foundation. And yeah, you're building an empire, guys. And an empire is not just, you know, $1 billion business. You know, an empire could be anything from you guys building some sort of vision or writing a book that's going to impact many, to like some sort of, yeah, just some sort of business plan. Yeah, I'm hearing a business plan for some of you guys, or some sort of social media idea or project, or music or art. Like, your vision is given to you, but there's a specific purpose, especially when you guys have a lot of heart in the things that you do. And another thing I do want to say as well, like my light workers and my healers, I just want to remind you guys that you truly are a different breed. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys may have started your mission focusing on one thing, but you have so much more to offer. Like, say you are a therapist, like mental health is a passion of yours, but you also do so much more. Like, maybe you're an artist, or maybe you care about, social issues, and you care about this, you care about that, or you care about charity. Or you have so much like love in your heart and so much vision. And I feel like you guys can accomplish everything that you came here to do. But yeah, I feel like there's a soulmate here. I'm going to back it up because there's another person coming in here. I'm telling you guys right now, that's why I even say, like, if you're dating right now and there's one person you're focused on, they will, and they're not acting right, like you really want a partnership, just keep it moving forward, because they either need to change or evolve, or there's just other people meant to be on your path. Like, I'm telling you right now, God does not want you guys to be alone. And if you feel that way, then that is the enemy. That is just low vibrational energies. I'm telling you guys right now, you're meant to have people around you, supporting you, loving you. Like, a lot of you guys spend way too much time in hermit, and I'm not telling you that's your fault. That's definitely was a divinely orchestrated plan where you had to do that because you really had to see the truth from certain individuals and detach from certain energies. But I feel like this is a time period where things are going to start coming together, and you got to start looking at, okay, this is a disappointment. This person's not ready, but there's another person here that wants a job. Some of you guys are doing a hiring process, or some of you guys are trying to get hired somewhere or looking for jobs. Okay, a job fell through, apply to 5 more. Like, you guys got to really see this as, like, sometimes you got to learn how to, the right answer is not always going to come right away. Sometimes you got to go through 3 different interviews and learn 3 different things, and then the 4th one is the one, or something like that. Or you got to date 3 different people and the 4th person is the one. And I know sometimes, like, you guys feel like you don't have the heart to keep going, but that's why you had to learn a little bit of the art of detachment. We talked about this a little bit on this channel. By the way, if you guys are new here, welcome. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love. But I always talk about this, like, kind of like in the collective, we go through like certain things together. And I feel like I was talking about with you guys, like, the last couple months, about how you guys really had to be in your King of Swords, Queen of Swords, which is really easy for some of you guys, but harder for some of you guys, especially my water signs out there. I'm a Cancer rising too, so I get it. But it's like when you really love somebody, to detach from them. But not only that, being an empath and a healer, other people's energy can actually influence you. And sometimes you really got to learn how to detach, even if, you got a lot of your heart and your emotions, especially for some of those higher level soulmates. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We got gifts, we got destiny. So, yeah, let's see. Gifts and destiny. Yeah, okay. Another thing I do want to say as well, that if some of you guys are coming out of a hermit period or a tough time period, I just want to remind you guys that your gifts are growing, but your gifts are also changing. I cannot tell you guys how many times that, like, I'll get on here, and this is definitely, like, I've had so many different types of channels, like, that I've done. This is my 3rd channel. The first channel was pick a card. Second one was like subliminal sound healing. Like, I get called to do certain things, but then all of a sudden I don't feel like it anymore, or I feel like I can't do it anymore. And sometimes some of you guys can go through that too, where like, oh, did I lose my gifts or what happened? But in all reality, your gifts grow and adapt and change to where God needs you to go. Some of you guys may feel like your gifts are changing. And I feel like, for me, like, personally, like, my spiritual gifts went a little bit more from, like, love readings to more, like, motivational, and I get called to, like, speak on that. But, I tell you guys, like, or if you don't know, like, I'm a little bit of a channeler. So what I do is I sit here and I just have to, let it flow through whatever the message is. And I can't force something that I can't, let out. It's not like I'm sitting here writing a script and trying to make up what to say here. It's like I sit here and I channel and I let the message come through. And I feel like that's what alignment is. It's like being in the flow and just riding the waves of life. And some of you guys, like, there was a wave you were meant to ride, and it's time to ride a new wave. And sometimes that wave is relationships and experiences and friend groups. Sometimes it really is spending certain time with this person, then certain time with that person. And then sometimes, the mission is bigger than just your career. There's so many things that you guys do and impact that may not be financially beneficial at the time, but there's a purpose and a reason. And I do feel like for those that are struggling financially, there will be changes. I feel like a lot of you guys do have enough right now to get by, like, even if you don't feel like it. But I feel like sometimes the reason why you even get budgeted in a certain way is so that you don't get too redirected. Because I do feel like for a lot of you guys out there, like, you might, if you made a bunch of more money than what you made now, you may get distracted, or the wrong people may come around you, or you may pick up and move in the wrong direction. Like, I feel like you're meant to be moving where you're meant to be moving, or moving in a certain way, or if you would get too comfortable. So I feel like maybe right now you guys could have poked in a certain area of life where, you may feel like you need more, you don't have enough, and that hunger is going to help you guys develop this next stage. But I do feel like right now, you guys are meant to be sharing your gifts, showing your gifts, and your gifts are growing. And I feel like this is something that people really notice about you guys. So like, no matter what, people cannot stop your gifts. I feel like some of you guys have had, you know, negative energies or black magic, or people that have done things to the things that you guys created, or to try to block your gifts or try to block your blessings. But there's nothing that's going to stop you guys, because I also feel as well that like when you are a light worker and a healer, you guys kind of do have to be like keep it moving, you know, like, okay, this shit is not working out anymore. Let's go somewhere else. Like boom, boom, boom. But you guys impact every area that you guys step your foot down on. So that's what I'm seeing. We got 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you guys are not seeing right now there's an opportunity coming, or you're not, your hands are too tied up in a bunch of things or people, but I feel like you're going to see, you know, some sort of opportunity coming in here. Somebody is missing an opportunity with you guys too. They're meant to be doing something with you. Yep, I see that. Okay, guys, so I know what that was about in the beginning of the reading. But they're dealing with the people in their life blocking their blessings until they see it. There's just nothing that you guys can do about it. That's kind of it, you know. There's multiple people and blessings and opportunities coming in for you guys. So it's like, that's why like you guys shouldn't overinvest in one project. I really feel like a lot of you guys are doing creative things, and there's going to be different ideas flowing or different people flowing. And it's like, you know, some of you guys have a good deal coming in, it falls through. Okay, that may not be it, or may not be ready, but you have to look, okay, there's other ones. Like, you really got to be in this touch and go energy. And in order to be successful, you know, a lot of you guys are learning, like, you can't just let good days and bad days affect you guys emotionally, especially my people out there. You know how like social media is, or you know how, you know, especially for my people out there who are doing TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, you know how it is. You'll have good months, you'll have bad months, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the impact, especially if you have a core group of people that always show up for you. Like, that's something that you guys have to remember. Like, you're always winning and succeeding in that way. And I feel like that Queen of Swords came in. Yeah. There's energy, you guys, just not dealing with BS, not dealing with someone's BS right now. Okay. What, they're just not seeing opportunity, but why is that? The Jeweler. Oh, well, we got another opportunity coming in. Insecure. Okay, that's the thing. I feel like there are people that are meant to help you on your path, but they get so insecure because, again, when you guys are coming in with this energy, there's a lot of people that want to offer you things, like, especially romantically, but I'm also seeing business and stuff. I'm talking to a collective here who has definitely established or accomplished some sort of thing in your life. But I do want to say too as well, some of you guys who are younger or who are in a transition or even older, and you feel like you're starting fresh again, you still carry this energy within you. And I always like to remind you guys, before YouTube, or before I started YouTube, like, I had like people like want to get in on the things that I was doing like all the time. And I was like, oh, I want to do a spiritual business, and somebody would want to get in on it with me or whatever. Like, you guys just have that energy where people know that you're going places. So you don't have to lead with, oh, I already got this and this. You got to lead with your heart and lead with your vision. And people will be like, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about. They'll see that light in you. But the thing is, I'm trying to explain it to you that people do see that. So they believe that they're not good enough, or that, you know, this opportunity with you, like, you just have a better one. So there's someone here who, and this could be about romantic too. I'm just seeing, especially for some people out there who are doing business, it's like, it seems like somebody that has a great opportunity to network with you, they feel like you are maybe too good for them or too smart for them, or that, you know, I don't know. Someone's definitely going through something right now where they're feeling really insecure. And I feel like this is somebody you're trying to build something with. But, and it's funny because some of you guys will have certain people who don't have as much to offer, but they're showing up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And if they are just willing to support you guys, like, I feel like God will let it through, you know? Like, I really feel like there's a lot of people who are super excited to be around you guys, super excited to be on your path. Here to make friends and drama. Reflection. Someone's reflecting on maybe like the fact that they allowed drama to be put in your life too, or you know, God knows if somebody is part of your life, if they're just going to add drama in there. So yeah, challenge winner. Okay, there's just some sort of situation where you guys are going to end up victorious. Just know that. I feel like there's some sort of vision you guys are trying to build right now, and it just seems like you're trying to get the right people. But some of you guys, that vision is like a family or a relationship. This could be bigger. This could be about you guys trying to build like in your life. Like, maybe that's just your vision. You want to be a happy, productive member of society, and we need just people like that. Like, some of you guys, you're more simple. You want to help on a smaller scale. Some of you guys want to help on a bigger scale, but every single role is important if you feel called to it. But I feel like for some of you, like you got your eye on a certain person, but your back is turned to the fact that there's a better person right behind you. And then it's because you guys are dealing with insecurity. You don't know that there's actually a bigger opportunity. Like you're here with the little dogs when there's a big dog being like, this person I want for the job, this person I want to date. Like you guys still don't understand the league that you're in. And that's why you struggle with people being so insecure and not being able to function around you the way that they need to. You actually need someone who is on a higher level, on a higher caliber than you. And sometimes the things that you guys came here to do. And I don't necessarily just mean with your vision, but I mean like maybe financially or establish something. But I get it though, because you guys don't mind building with people who don't have much to offer. Oops, I don't want to say that. Don't much. That's mean, but they don't. Okay, well that's what I said. I said it. You know, like sometimes you guys try to build with people that don't have much to offer. They haven't gone through the challenges and they haven't gone through the karma. They haven't gone through it. Where there's actually an opportunity sitting right behind you, where someone might be joining you guys on that. And I feel like you got to pay attention to the signs, who's around you, and you know, I'll ask you guys to pray tonight and ask like, okay, who's meant to join me on this vision? What direction am I supposed to be going with my love life? What direction am I supposed to be going with my career? Like you guys sometimes got to sit and reevaluate, because last season characters are not ready for next season. You got to, you know, re-up some new contracts. Some of you guys are actually filming a show. Like I'm actually hearing that, or you're going to be in a show. And, you know, if the people from last season are not focused, you got to hire new actors, you know, you got to hire new people. Like this is it. This is show business. Like, and some of you guys in the past, you're too emotionally attached to people that were not going anywhere and not going anywhere fast. So that's just it. You know, today's message is pretty loud and clear. At the Knight of Wands here. So I feel like once you guys really are in alignment again, and you know, it's not that, okay, some of you guys don't want to be impulsive, you know, so you're taking your time and stuff. But that's kind of the thing. I feel that, yeah, you're allowed to take your time. I feel like there's just something about you guys just like re-finding the passion again in your life. I'm telling you right now, just continue to hold yourself and regard yourself as a gem, and things will start. Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like you guys are really settling for some sort of, you were going to settle and you think that this is a disappointment, but in all reality, there's just something far greater coming on the way. Like that's for sure. This is your reassurance. A lot of you guys just need reassurance that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right thing. I don't know why that you guys are doubting yourself right now, but I really feel like you need to hear this message. I feel like, you know, it's like holiday season. Like, again, my readings are timeless. So there could be a season in your life right now where you feel like things are tough or money is tough. And, you know, you're focused on so many things and your energy gets pulled in a lot of directions. Also, my lightworkers and my healers, I feel like it goes either way. Sometimes you're super isolated around these times of years, or you're like being pulled in 5 different directions because of family, because of holidays, because of children, because of this, because of that. And you feel like you're so distracted. And you know, I just feel like if, you know, just relax, you know, I feel like it might be a time period for you guys to just relax and see kind of what's coming in. All right, who's throwing up red flags here? You guys know like red flags. You know what red flags look like. Gossip. Hopeless romantic red flags. Yeah, I feel like there's just times that people you try to build in the past, like they threw up those red flags and the things didn't work out because like they weren't meant to, you know. I just feel like a lot of you guys are really still recovering from disappointments and hurt that you've experienced in the past with certain people, but it doesn't mean that you can't build with other people. And I feel like some of you guys have an easier time picking up and going, and you're my people that people especially envy at this time period, because it's like you're on the move, you're on the go, and it's like people perceive you as, especially with the Queen of Swords there, someone that really just doesn't give an F anymore about the people in your past if they didn't treat you right. And that's amazing. But I do feel like there's just time periods where you guys got so hurt, so disappointed, so discouraged that it affected your ability to reconnect and believe in the fact that you don't got to do this all on your own. And I'm not even saying right now there's people around you. Maybe a lot of you guys feel really alone right now, but the thing is that like you have what it takes. And if you have a vision, you have what it takes to start building on your own if there's no one around you. But I also feel as well that a lot of you guys are just discouraged, and you forget that this idea, this inspiration, this plan is not your own. It's God's plan. You know, you're not doing, like, especially for my people out there who are super big hearted and you get really overwhelmed with all the things going on in the world. And you feel like, what's the point of trying anymore? Like, you know, the world's just dark, and what's the point? Like, don't get like that, because that's what the enemy wants you guys to think. There is a role for you guys, and there's shifts that you can create, and you guys can make a difference in whatever realm you're in. And, you know, some of you guys really feel like you're in over your head with certain people and certain individuals. But I'm hearing Shrek. I don't know, I'm hearing that song for Shrek. I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. You know, I don't know why that's coming in, but let's talk about that. Because, first of all, like, Shrek, okay, I don't know why I'm hearing about that, because, okay, so you know how like skeptical he was about love, and he was just like so like against it, you know, like because he's been hurt so much, and but at the end of the day, he was just felt like really isolated from society and people. Then he ended up being the prince. He ended up being the one that like saved everybody. You know what I mean? Like he ended up being like the hero, but he was just kind of like, okay, like I feel like some of you guys are like that. I don't say like Shrek or like Fiona too, like whatever, you know. But I feel like she didn't think that anyone would accept her as she was, but she was always, you know, beautiful, whatever. It's kind of like that, like two people like I feel like there's something about that. Like you guys just don't assume, you guys assume that you can't be this big thing in this world, because I can't believe I'm referencing that movie, but it's a good movie, you know, it slaps. But I was hearing that one song, then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Like you guys don't believe that you can be that, or you can influence people in that way where they become a believer and they can completely change and soften their hearts and all those things. So yeah, I'm just seeing that because I think that you guys may be dealing with someone who's a little tougher personality, but you know, God sees people like, you know, that's what I really want to say about that, because there are certain time periods where, you know, again, you guys have situations with people who are like super freaking charming and amazing. And you're like, this is it. This is my person. This is my vision. But, you know, there's things behind the scenes you don't see. And then there's certain people that's like, I'm not your hero. I'm not the one, you know, which, you know, find somebody else to save you, you know, but in reality, they just don't want to disappoint you. And they actually do have good intentions. And they may wake up and realize, you know what, I'm going to step up here. And not to try to say you guys should just try to decide or decipher. It's just the fact that you guys may have a feeling that someone will wake up one day, you know, and I don't want you guys to be delusional either, but what I'm saying is that, you know, God sees people's hearts. So sometimes like people are on my path, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm like, are you sure? Like I get called to this and I'm like, are you sure this person, and it sometimes really is the unconventional people, you know, that people don't quite understand, but it's like God calls upon people for his own reasons. And I feel like we should not question that. And it's also like, we're so used to certain people just appeasing society, looking good on paper, that we don't actually realize that God knows people's hearts. And sometimes it's all like wrapped up. I know a lot of you guys too, like in the comments, it's like even me, I had bitter time periods too. And it's all from love though, because I've tried so hard to help people and it didn't work out. You know, we've all had that. So I feel like some of you guys are either in this bitter heart time frame, or you have some people that are just really bitter right now with the world, but they're going to heal and wake up and get back on track, you know. And it's tough because like a lot of us don't like set back. We don't bounce back from disappointments as easily as other people, because we put our heart in things. But there's somebody here who I feel like they're throwing up red flags right now. But it's because they're hurt and disappointed by the wrong people. Some of you guys experience people taking their pain out on you when you guys don't deserve that. I'm not saying put up with BS, but I don't know why I'm kind of putting that into this situation. But I kind of just feel like this is a message about, you know, people not understanding your heart sometimes. So that's okay. Keep building. The right people will, or sometimes you guys misunderstanding like certain people that God has placed in your life, and you're being like, okay, this person is ready and willing to help me, so I just don't care what other people think. And sometimes, like, you know, I have situations where I have friends in my life and people be like, why are you friends with that person? I'm like, well, this person, frankly, they're the person that showed up for me, you know, when I needed them. So like, you may not understand this relationship, but I do, and I know I'll get the signs this person's not meant to be in my life. And I love people in a way where I know when they're genuinely meant to be there, or they're just there to show face. And sometimes the superficial people will try to push other people out of your life, or sometimes people just don't understand why certain people are there. And I've had well-intentioned people not like other well-intentioned people in my life. So the point I'm trying to say is that you guys really got to center and ground yourself and understand your goal and vision. Like, you may want to hire somebody that other people around you are like, oh, are you sure? Or you may have somebody everybody else loves and you're like, I'm not sure about that person. You guys can see through the veil. And that's why you've got gifted this path, this vision, because you have that discernment. So today's message was pretty loaded, guys. A lot of themes came in here. We're talking about the fact that someone tried to destroy you. They're still watching you guys, like, which is crazy. Some of you guys may feel that, but they're just surprised that you just made it out of there. And yeah, I feel like I've talked about this too. Some of you guys are dealing with people stalking, but I really want to say, guys, like, because some of you guys are like, there's nothing good about stalking. There really isn't, but I was more referring to energetically stalking, or on the lighter end, just people just checking up on you a lot, or just trying to connect, you know, so that they can be a part of your life and healthily communicate with you. But there's going to be people of all different scales that you guys deal with, and it's best not to focus on the negativity. But I was sensing that, you know, there was an energy where people have really tried you guys, and I feel like there's an exhaustion here. And I do feel like when people out there watching, like, you're at the end of a cycle. The proposal. There's definitely somebody here, I feel like, that is going to have a change of heart, guys. I just feel like you got to give them some time to heal. The Lovers came out. Wow, that's why that message came, because they just feel like they feel so low on themselves. They're like, how can I be your person? How can I be your hero? How can I be your partner? Whatever it is. I feel like you guys see something in somebody, but they don't see it within themselves. And yeah, I feel like you guys take risks on people, but that's what you're here for. A lot of times people misunderstand, your path too. And they'll be like, why, so especially for me, like people will ask me like, why do I choose to live a certain place or be in a certain environment? And that's because this is where God has called me to be. And sometimes like, I feel that people don't understand that. Like, it may not be your ideal situation, but it may not be mine either. And there's times I question that, but I just got to go where I'm called to and where I'm inspired and what lights me up. And sometimes you're not taken to the place where you feel like everything is amazing and it's heaven on earth. You're taken to a place that's hell on earth so that you can start working your magic there. And this is the power you guys have. Like, don't ever underestimate your ability to make a difference in people's lives, because there's just something big going on here, guys. And it's like, it's far bigger than you guys penny pitching or worrying about, what this person's saying or doing, worrying about your ex is doing or who they're sleeping with or whatever the heck this person is addicted to and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of micro things going on and crazy things, and you guys are focused, want to help this person, want to fix that person, on all these things. But I feel like there's a bigger thing that you guys are working on, and that's where your heart should be at. And yeah, that's kind of it, especially, I know, like, I'm talking to somebody out there who's someone out there's addiction counselor, I'm hearing too. Yeah, detach. Someone needs to cord cut and cleanse after every single client or something like that. I'm hearing there's mental health counselors in my comment section today for sure. I don't know why I'm dealing with, what I feel like? I feel like I'm dealing with certain energies where you guys are dealing with certain energies where you get home from work and you're feeling their energy and you're like, am I crazy? Am I mentally? No, you guys are really picking up a lot. And yeah, for those that deal with, somebody's out working with the homeless, like a lot of those people have, spiritual attachments and all these things. So you guys got to remember to pray, cord cut, cleanse, because it's not that you guys are going to get those. It's just more like you're protected, but it's like those energies can really affect you. Like, I'm just hearing that there's someone out there, you're dealing with a family member that is in a dark energy, guys. And you just got to accept that energy is going to affect you and kind of like bring you down a little bit. Like, I'm just telling you guys right now, like this stuff exists, and you guys trying to heal, you can't break yourself trying to heal. That's why it's so important. And I think you guys have had people that you want to put on and help that are breaking themselves backwards, trying to help and heal the wrong people. But just like you guys had to go through that, so do other people. And you will sometimes have good days and bad days. But it's like every day is the mission. Every day you're impacting. You may have a down period right now, or you may feel like, things are not going the way that you guys want them to go. But every day you put a smile on someone's face, especially for people out there who have clients, and you may not have a million clients, but the few that see you, love you, and appreciate you, you got to remember that, guys. Like, you are seriously loved, and God is just redirecting you right now. I really just speak from the heart today. I really feel like a heaviness, and I felt like you guys needed a pep talk, but this is just not about one particular thing. It's about a lot of different things. Money, yeah. Someone's just trying to get themselves together, guys. I really feel that way. Someone very passionate about you. I feel like right now, if you guys are just feeling stuck, like, choose what lights you up and choose what excites you. I feel like there's just a lot of heavy soul contracts you guys have been dealing with, and continue to shed your light, because people will see you as the better option, as the mature option, because you're not involved with this low vibrational stuff. And I feel like sometimes if you guys try to go down there and fight people's demons for them, you're just going to be out looking crazy. And that's metaphorical, or the people in their life, or getting involved in situations where third parties are affecting, whether it be family, whether it be friends. Just step aside from it and be like, I know what this is. And it could be, it just is what it is, because I know that you guys want things for people more than they want for themselves. You guys want to fight people's battles for them. You can't do that. You really can't do that. You're going to break your back doing that. And yeah. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Some of you guys are going to elevate away from one-to-one clients and more towards an audience, or yeah. Some of you guys, I'm telling you right now, you do have an audience or a small audience, but you do not need to help everyone that DMs you. You do not need to overextend yourself, because some of you guys are just like doing too much because you're trying to help everybody. And I get it though. I really do. I'm not saying stop, but you got to like put yourself first here. I just feel this energy of whoever's out there watching, all of you guys, the collective, you're absorbing too much right now because for whatever it is you guys have going on. So just continue to cord cut and cleanse. And yeah, you're exhausting yourself. And that's why nothing too. You guys may need social media breaks as well. Like, I'm not even saying doing content is going to prevent you from that. If anything, you do more out of an audience. So even myself, I pick on a lot of energy doing this, but I have to take breaks. Some of you guys are like, why can't you post more often? I'm like, I physically cannot, I'm surprised I still can do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? God bless that, but grateful, but Just like you guys, like I like to remind you guys, I'm human. I have down days. I have days where I'm struggling. I have things going on in the past, especially behind the scenes that you wouldn't even, you'd be like, dang, Alice, like how you keep showing up. I don't even know, you know. We got the Six of Wands here. You guys are entering a winning season. That's the most important thing you need to know. But not only that, you need to hear you're already winning. You're already doing well. You're already in a position where somebody of value is getting themselves together to ask you something that's going to benefit your life. I do feel like it's work for some of you guys. I'm not going to lie. I do feel like it's romance for some of you. And that's why, you know, even when you need to heal, because some of you guys are too focused on romance when a work blessing is coming in, and you're too focused on work when a love blessing is coming in. And that's kind of it. So be open to every aspect of your life, whatever is letting you up and inspiring you, and not so much your own agenda either, you know, because ideas and inspiration will come through timing as well. Because I know some of you guys want a certain something so badly, and I know that you guys are going to get that. It's just a matter of timing. The Hierophant. Yeah, I just feel like you guys fought a lot to get where you are right now. Wow. The King, Queen of Wands together. Six of Wands. I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to get some sort of partnership that you've been looking for. But I don't know if it's romantic for some. Some of you guys are looking for a partner for a show or for a collaboration. Some of you guys are looking for a job where your person who hires you sees you as an equal and needs you for their vision too. Or it's romantic. Like, I see that you're going to have somebody match your energy. And somebody's going to either elevate to that or somebody new is coming in, guys. So just trust that. We've got 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You're really going to have it all. This is a really encouraging message, guys. King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Wow. Looks like I was talking about how you guys had to be the King and Queen of Swords. Looks like somebody's going to learn that so that they can get where they need to be too as well. So some of you guys may know who I'm talking about, or know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys have no idea. You're just like, okay, Alice, woohoo, thank you for the message. But I do feel that there's some good stuff happening here. Okay. So I guys comment below. I'm in alignment with my path. Okay, because you are. I really feel like this is a message that you are. And I just feel like the problem with you guys is that you just let disappointment still. I mean, this is human. I mean, this is me too. But I should say, I'm not just letting you guys know, we let disappointments sometimes affect us where we take on other people's energy. And you guys may have one disappointment and you're like, I'm a failure. When in reality, that's the other person's energy. I'm telling you guys right now. You are willing and capable, but sometimes you're trying to help people in the trenches when you're already up in the hill. And that's perfectly fine, guys. Never stop being you. But sometimes you're trying to pull people up and they're just pulling you down. Where if you continue to climb the mountain, there is going to be someone up there meeting you, or someone will meet you there when they're ready. That's why I'm saying, if you got a vision, build it. They will come. They'll either climb their way up to meet you, or there'll be someone else waiting up the top. And for you guys, it's multiple people, because whatever you're going to do is going to have multiple people. Especially I'm thinking about a vision in business or some sort of idea or project. Some of you guys especially who have some kind of dream in their heart, or some kind of mission like that God put in your heart that you want to express. So you guys are just going with the flow, you know, going wherever God takes you, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you're going there, you know. This is your sign. You're going there. You're getting up there, right? So sent home. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys did have to send some people home, or some people self-eliminated themselves from your life. That is divine intervention. I always like to tell you guys too, my light workers and my healers, you guys unfortunately deal with a high dose of abandonment issues and wounds, because you've dealt with so many people leaving your life, or having to leave your life, or you had to push people out of your life. Some of you guys to the point where you feel like you have some sort of, you know, mental issue because of it. And I empathize with that. But the thing is that was meant to happen, because you're meant to accept the fact that God is just going to pull people on and off your path as necessary, as he chooses necessary. You know, like the days on my phone are dry. I stopped worrying about that. You know, when I was younger, like I really had a hard time with that. I was like I felt very isolated, you know, but as I got older, like I'm like, okay, like my phone's a little dry. I'm going to go, you know, focus on myself. Oh, today everyone's blowing me up. I'm going to choose, you know, who I want to hang out with. Or, okay, I haven't heard from this person in a while. They'll pop up when they feel like reaching out, like, you know, or let me check up on them. Like, you know, like it's like you begin to see, okay, like every day is a new adventure. Every person that comes into your life, there's a reason for it, you know, like, and also the days where everybody's coming at you left, right, and center, you got to be able to use your discernment and be like, okay, this is the job I need to get done. I know everybody wants to go and have fun today, but we got to work today, you know, whatever. Some of you guys are elevating to some boss level status right here. And so maybe God is also testing you guys with high levels of people coming into your life right now too, and seeing what you do with that. Even romantically, you know, I feel like you guys got to learn that, you know, even when you're in a relationship, you got to balance your time, your energy very effectively, because you are too special to be giving all your time and energy to any one person. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the truth. Even if they're the love of your life, you guys got to be in alignment, and they got to be doing what they need to do, that you need to be doing what you need to do. And yeah, that's why a lot of people never enter divine unions, because they're too focused on all the wrong things. Okay, so it's like no man should be before God, and no woman should be before God. God comes first, and then the path, and then the right people. And that's just not about love and romance too. A lot of people forget about how important divine unions of family and friends are, even pets. Shout out to George. You know, there is other alignments that aren't just romantic, that are fulfilling. And sometimes people are too hyper focused on romantic type of love when there's all this other type of love out there for you guys to experience. And the reason why you know it exists is because you are that love, and people have that love for you. This is why you deal with so much darkness, jealousy, animosity, so on and so forth. I'm telling you right now, somebody is causing an obstacle in someone else's life, so that, whatever, guys. I'm just so tired of this, guys. I really am, but it just is what it is. Yeah, I see it for what it is. There are just soul ties that other people have, they have to deal with, elevate out of it so that they could be around you too, you know, just like you guys had to deal with that. There's other people too. Yeah. Or there's somebody that's meant to be in your life. Could be a feminine energy, feminine, or a feminine if you're masculine. Doesn't matter. There's feminine energy that may be meant guys, maybe meant to be a part of your life, but they got a romantic partner they need to get rid of. You know, it goes both ways, and they finally got rid of that person. You guys may not even realize who's interfering with your path, because people will smile in your face and then go behind your back, be like, ew, I hate your friend, because they threatened. People can really sense that you guys are going, especially people in darker energies. They are susceptible to that outside influences, dark influences, or their own agenda. You know, some people, they're just dark themselves. Like, we can't even blame anybody else. So that's what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys are going to get an opportunity to travel, or some of you guys, like, you may feel like, I'm never going to have enough to travel or live my dream. No, it's coming, guys. And I feel like you got to know that things are going to be moving forward. Okay. I do feel like you guys are maturing. Somebody's maturing here to kind of see the relationship for what it is. Or sometimes you guys got to mature and kind of put in perspective what the meaning of that relationship is too as well. Like, maybe this person was meant to be a business or a help, but not meant to be forever, or whatever. You know, it's really hard sometimes, guys. I get it, because especially when you have a big spiritual mission, your life is not, people are not going to get it. Your life is sometimes complicated and filled with a lot of turbulence, but it's to push you, you know, and that's why not everybody's called for this path, and not everyone's going to get it. But just remember, you were called for this path for a reason, because you have what it takes. You're already there. I really feel like what you guys are dealing with is just disappointments and other people's energies. Like, you're already there, and you already have a life that people really want. And I feel like you guys don't see that. You have talents and gifts and looks and all these things. You don't see it because you got a lot of people's negativity and low vibration affecting you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I just feel like you guys are going to feel empowered and in control. I'm really hearing calling back your power. I might suggest to some of you guys, like, I don't even make money off that channel, so, like, you guys could check it out. So it's not even, like, a money-making thing, but if you go on my Subliminal channel, I do have, like, a call back your power one, and you could just listen to the overnight one. You don't have to listen to while sleeping. You just listen to while you get ready, or put music over, or whatever. I really feel like some of you guys that will help you just day-to-day, like, call back your power from certain situations, because I feel like there's constantly people tugging at your energy. It's just a suggestion, guys, because I know a lot of you guys say, or just your own, you know, you can Google or whatever, do your own research. You don't need to use my stuff, but I feel like a lot of things I put out there are just tools, and a lot of you guys get disappointed that I can't continue on to it, but it's just like, I put a lot of my time and energy into things, and then it's time to move forward, and I can't physically go back to, like, you know, doing certain things that are not in alignment for me either. So it's like, you guys also need to look back at your other jobs and experiences, and not in a bad way. You know, you got to be like, okay, that was for me at the time, and now there's other things coming through. So yeah, okay, we got the death card here, judgment. Yeah, I really feel like a lot of you guys are being called to walk away from something, and you feel like it may cause you judgment, a certain relationship that's significant, a certain job that's not serving you anymore, or someone around you needs to do this to be a part of your life. And that's the thing. A lot of people, they know what they're meant to be doing, but they fear the repercussions of other people's judgment. And I feel like that's some of you guys are dealing with that right now, but I feel like most of my collective is kind of a lot like myself, where you guys are like, I don't give a f what you think, you know. But there's the few guys out there who are struggling with that, which makes sense, because this is big stuff that you know that people will react badly to it if you walked away from it, right? Like a marriage or a relationship. But I also feel as well, you'll feel relieved and happy. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's somebody here who needs to walk away from someone or something in order to be in alignment with you guys. And these are not things you guys are meant to figure out. This is just what I'm telling you, because I feel there's a large majority of you guys that are suffering with some sort of soulmate connection that's dragging you down, but it's an aligned connection. So you feel this person's energy, and it's driving you insane that they can't just elevate to the point where they need to. But I'm telling you guys right now, you're elevating so super fast that like, these people need to catch up to you. I'm seeing people, some of you guys, it's multiple, but yeah, I feel like there's aligned friendships, especially collaborations, all those things. Even if you guys don't have dreams that involve, collaborating, it could be job opportunities. It could also just be, a happy life with good friends and good relationships and a healthy flow. But yeah, I feel that a lot of you guys have taken on a path where you're constantly being challenged because you're constantly helping people. So yeah, you're going to be people around those people that don't like that. And you just got to deal with it. So yeah, well, they just got to deal with it, I should say. Three of Swords. The Devil. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, someone's got to release this hold, That's that something has on their life. Yeah. So that's just pretty much it. Sloan said he wins the race, guys. Again, this is the end of the reading, but I do feel like, or the message, but I do feel like, again, you guys have some sort of big goal, dream, or vision. You want to jump right into it, or you're in the beginning stages where, you're getting an idea, you're talking about it, sparks are flying, you're writing things down. There's a new wave you're going to be on, but I see with the Six of Wands here that you guys will be successful. But Sloan said he wins the race, especially when God is trying to wake up certain people to come on this path with you. Yeah, and I feel like either is someone coming in or someone making a change here. So don't doubt that. I feel like there's something, it's not in your head that there's something you're meant to be doing, but there's other people that, or an opportunity that's going to come from the outside of you. But you're having enough right now to stay afloat and rest and do what you need to be doing. But I also feel like a lot of you guys already are doing it, and you just need to keep building, and the right people will come. And I have to say too as well, you guys gotta trust God's plan, because there's certain times like I'll be like, okay, God sees something in this person. I feel that in my heart, and I'm gonna see where this goes. The caregiver. Yeah, I really feel like you guys just actually came through a really bad experience with somebody that really acted like they cared about you and betrayed you, and you guys are still like recovering from that, and that can be really energetically tough. It really is. And there could be people that are directly involved with those people that don't see it, and I know it can be really frustrating, guys, but I'm here to validate your experience. Like, what you feel is real. Like, don't let anybody invalidate you. But sometimes other people can't accept that, that pain in you, because it also will warp their perception of their, that person in their life. Especially if you guys are dealing with situations where somebody is toxic, but you have to deal with the rest of your family or the rest of this person's family or whatever, right? Or in the workplace or whatever. But I really feel like, just keep moving forward, guys. Everything we find, or you dealt with somebody in your life that you felt like had good intentions in your heart and kind of dropped the ball, and you're healing from that. So you'll recover that. You'll recover from that, okay? I feel like if some of you guys are dealing with somebody in your life, you feel like has someone around them like that, then I feel like, you gotta give it to God. Pray for them and give it to God, guys. Seriously, that's it. I just feel like right now, because we do have the Ten of Wands here, there's just something new that you guys were meant to be doing, and you're trying to carry other people's burdens on your back, when in reality, you could just fly and the right people will come, or just keep climbing, and the right people will come. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing, And don't let anybody manipulate you out of your goals and visions and dreams, guys, because you have them for a reason. So again, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I feel that you are doing a really great job, and you don't need anyone else's approval of that, but just know, like, especially if you guys are in some sort of work where you come home and you're exhausted, but you are impacting and helping people every single day, you're doing the work, and I really feel that these type of jobs, especially with myself, there are so many times where I never got that validation from the people around me, but where I was very isolated, but I did see every single day, you guys comment, I help you in this and that. And sometimes these paths are the loneliness, but you're not meant to be lonely forever. I feel like you're meant to be lonely to learn the lessons, or in between seasons, but you're about to really pop off. And this is definitely a big message for those that have some sort of new goal, dream, or vision that's coming in, and you're not really sure how you're going to go about it. You need help. The right people are going to come. Just start building what you can. That's the message I have for you guys. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.